Hello and welcome, I am Chug.Testos and today we are trying an Auradin. As I do not currently possess the runes necessary to try this build, my own paladin is currently only level 34, so I decided to import this one with Hero Editor from scratch. I am currently at 9k minimum damage and 19k maximum damage. While it's not quite much, keep in mind this is 3 elemental damage, cold, fire and lightning. This is also a super safe build. As you can see, for the resistances we have 92 fire, 87 cold and 92 lightning resistance with 78 poison resistance. If you want, you can play this character as a vitality based character, but I would very much suggest going for a maximum block because it is much safer, especially when you are running maps with this. So I will be swapping some stats around just to increase my block chance. I also run Holy Shield to save a few points into dexterity, so we can have as much vitality as possible. With almost 2k health and 5k defense, we are kinda pretty tanky actually. The main problem with this build is attack rating, but we fixed it with our Merc and Charms, which I will cover shortly. And now to the gear. Our boots are a Sandstorm Trek. It allows us to reach the maximum poison resistance and we gain some faster hit recovery, which is pretty much necessary for this build. One ring is Raven Frost for the attack rating, dexterity and cannot be frozen. The amulet is Seraph's Hymn, which I think is only usable for this specific build. I don't see it being good for anything else. If you are struggling with attack rating, I would highly suggest going for Metal Grade instead. The belt is Verdango. It gives faster hit recovery, vitality, and reduces physical damage by quite a lot, which is complementary to our super high resistances. Natural Space is a very good ring. We don't want to deal with monster being resurrected. It gives Oak Sage and increases our maximum resistances by 3. The gloves are Lava God. 20 increased attack speed allows us to reach the next breakpoint with this weapon. It has some fire resistances, maximum to fire resistances, and fire enchant, which is super good for our attack rating. For the Auradin, you want to be using a dual dragon setup instead of a dual dream setup. The main reason is because I will be doing the test right now. Only one dragon piece gives about 1.2k fire damage, which is super low. But when you put the two pieces together, we reach up to 7k damage, which is much more than 1.2k. And to be honest, if you want to run Dual Dream, you are much better going for a Dreamaden instead. Anyway, as you can see, with only the Dream Helm, we have about 8k lightning damage. So I will very much recommend running the 2 dragons over 2 Dream for this setup. As for the weapon, we are using Doom in a Berserker Axe for the Holy Freeze Aura. It also gives +2 to all skills, some increased attack speed, and it reduces enemy cold resistance by quite a lot. The Holy Freeze Aura gives us approximately 3k damage. While it is not super high, we have to consider the -55 to enemy cold resistances, meaning our cold damage is most of the time 3k, unless the enemy is cold immune. If you want to, you can also use Demon Limb on swap and change your gloves for anything you feel is better than Lava God. In my opinion, the best part of this build is the Aura Grand Charms. Yes, you can use defensive Aura Grand Charms. Yes, you know, those Grand Charms. The ones that nobody wants to deal with. Everybody wants to get rid of them. Nobody uses them because no other builds uses them. But we do use them. So you can get them super damn cheap. And now to the skill tree. We use as our main aura Salvation. The main reason is it increases elemental damage by 55% at level 36, which is super good. As for your 3 resistance skill, you want to dump the rest of your points into those when you are done with your build. You can rearrange them around as you wish to increase your maximum resistance to one of those. You also need to max Blessed Aim because it's a synergy to the 3 main skills we use, which are Holy Fire, Holy Freeze and Holy Shock. Now to the combat tree, you want 1 point in Sacrifice, 1 point in Zeal because this is your main skill. Myself, I put 1 point into Vengeance because I wanted to try it. It's good, but in my opinion, Zeal is better because it attacks much faster. And then you want Holy Shield, so you need 1 point in Smite, Charge, Conversion. You can also put a few points into Holy Shield if you really want to. It allows you to save on the dexterity stat, but I feel like 1 point should be enough. And from there you can just spend the rest of your points into the 3 resistance skills, Fire, Cold and Lightning. In my opinion, the best merc for this build is Act 2 because we want to use Infinity and the blessed aim is really helpful for the attack rating problems that we have. For your smart charms, I would suggest going for maximum HP and increased attack rating. You don't need the maximum damage, it's absolutely useless for this build because we deal no physical damage. I have been using the pluggy starter pack for the items import because I didn't have everything I needed to showcase this build, but I wanted to try and test it anyway. So here we go. I will take them off my inventory so we can do some testing, and I will return them a bit later. As you can see, the build is somewhat strong. We kill everything in only a few hits, and even our aura ticking is dealing quite a bit of damage. This is surprising, to be honest. I didn't expect this damage to deal anything to monsters in hell, but here we go. It's killing them. What surprised me the most about this build is that you can actually kill Dclone with it. Yes, you absolutely can. Sadly, I will not be showcasing it on this video. It was my first time doing Dclone and I got killed at the very last second. I didn't check my build, I didn't have more rejuve potions in there, and yeah, obviously I got killed, but it was my first time doing Dclone and I did not expect that much damage that fast. I've been chugging my potions like crazy non-stop, and yeah, eventually I ran out and I died. But we were dealing quite a shit ton of damage. I was very surprised by this damage actually. And if you guys are interested, just leave a comment and I will try it again, and hopefully this time I kill him and I can showcase it for you guys. The worst part of this build is, in my opinion, the insane amount of rune wars that you need. You need a lot of high runes. Sadly, it will not be possible for everyone to try this build. I am sorry, I am only showcasing the build, showing that yes, it works if you want to try it because you have some right runes laying around. Just go for it, it's super fun. It worked super well in the original Diablo 2 LOD, and I wanted to see how well it worked here. It works, it's super good. Try it, it's fun. If you can't try it on multiplayer, try it on single player. I'm just saying, I'm having a blast trying it. I think I skipped the gear for my merc. Obviously, you only did infinity on him. Everything else is replaceable. You just want him to survive as much as possible. So give him maximum resistances, life leech, physical damage reduction. There are not really best in slot equipment for this particular build, I think. You can just go with whatever you feel like, just to give him the maximum survivability possible. If you want to do Dclone, I would suggest gearing him for that instead. So fire absorb, lightning absorb, and try to stick the lightning from Dclone away from your merc so he doesn't die in a few seconds. So as long as your merc is wearing infinity, it's not very important what everything else is. For your corruptions, I would suggest going for either physical damage reduction or increased maximum resistances. Maybe you could reach a next breakpoint if you go with increased attack speed instead, but with the new zeal dealing only 3 attacks instead of 5, I am not sure if you can even reach the next breakpoint without going like 80 or 60% increased attack speed on your gear. So I would suggest just going for physical damage reduction and maximum resistances. Those are the best ones if you want to clear Dclones anyway. So I will simply finish Chaos Sanctuary here, and then we will open a map. We will not complete the map, I just want to show how easy it is to kill monsters in tier 1 maps. And please do not forget, if you want me to test a build you thought of but didn't try it because you don't have the gear for it, you don't want to waste your stuff to try it, I will try it. I read all my comments, so just leave a comment in my YouTube section and I will for sure see it and try it if it's not already done. I suppose you already seen by now that my favorite builds are not the ones which are super popular. That's not what I am interested in. I don't care about those builds, I don't want to see those builds. I want to try new stuff, I want to try new builds. If you guys think of something, let me know, I will try it. That's what I enjoy doing. I don't care for something that is the best at clearing our tier of maps, which absolutely destroyed Diablo. I don't care, I want to try new builds, I want to try things that are interesting to me, and that's why I super enjoy of this game. With Project Diablo, we have been offered new items, new build path, new skills, and that's what I want, that's what I want to try. So keep in mind that here you will not see an Auradin, you will not see a Tornado Drill, you will not see a Blizzard Sorceress. That's not what I want to do. And I will not play them. I am not interested. I did everything the original Diablo and Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction had to offer. I played them, I tried them, I experimented with them. I do not care anymore for those. So I want new builds, I want new skills. This is why I am here on Project Diablo 2. I've tried way too many things on the original Diablo, and there's just nothing else for me over there. Seriously, I got so bored with the original game that my last character was a gamble only Fury Druid. Can you even imagine that? Just how long it takes to gather gold just to gamble stuff to progress in the game. That's disgusting, let me tell you. And I'm trying it right now on Project Diablo 2 because I want to try it again. I am also working on a little side project which is a playthrough of a melee necromancer. So it's like a guided playthrough. I am explaining how you can progress through the maps and how to recognize specific points on maps so you can get to the next area faster. If you want to try speedruns or something like that, it's quite helpful. But I am not a speedrunner, so even though those tricks can help you progress and go to the next area faster, keep in mind that I'm not a pro at this. And this is about it for this video. If you have any questions, something I forgot to cover, just leave a comment below. I read all my comments, I answer all my comments. I also want to thank you guys for watching. If you are interested in more content, well, you know what to do. Until then, thank you very much and see you next time. Bye bye.